Alright, welcome back. This video is part 10 in the character modeling tutorial series. We're going to talk about how to map out the mouth edge loops. Previous video start to create some of the edge loops from the nose all the way to the chin. Blocked out some of the eye and nostril or nose areas. So this video we're going to take the center faces underneath the nose, these four faces here, and start to inset those for a mouth shape. So we're going to do extrude, but I'm going to use the offset function again and do 0.5. I'm going to do something like 0.8. That'll work. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to come in here and just manipulate the form so that it looks more like a mouth shape. I'll move them closer together. There we go. So we got roughly a mouth shape in here. We'll come back and add the center line here in a minute. But that'll get us started for the start of the lips. So we're gonna try to keep them pretty flat right here. We'll come back and add more loops for the chin later. Let's do this again. Let's do extrude. We'll do another offset, 0.5 maybe, 0.3. We don't want to pinch the corners too much. This is where we can start pulling the lips forward some. So we'll come back later and talk about how to extrude the mouth shape lines around more. We're gonna kind of scale them in a little bit. Go back and manipulate some of the shapes a little more as well so that we don't have too much of weird distortion going on. Closer together, we'll move that one out. So this is going to be like the start of the lip. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. All right, we can do that one more time, and then we'll add an edge loop down the middle. So we'll do just a short offset this time, 0.1. There we go, that looks pretty good. We don't want to pinch the corners too much. What we do want is to start to build some of the depth of the lips, something like that. We'll pull this one right there. The bottom lip is going to be bigger than the lower or the upper lip. So we'll start to build some of the fullness of the lips here. We'll come back and do some extrusion in here in a little bit as well. Now we need to build a loop down the center of that. So we're going to select the edges, the edge ring. That's going to go all the way around to the back of the head. That'll define some of this area later as well. So let's do connect and make sure our slide is back to 0.5 so it's not skewed at all. Here we go, so that'll be the inside of the lips. I can come back here and start to kind of create some more pointed areas to work better for the corners of the mouth there. There we go. We'll ease that a little bit more. Move this one out. Back a little. All right, so that's the start of the lips. We're gonna then come in here and extrude the mouth in. Even if you're not gonna have the mouth inside the mouth visible, it's still nice to have a default extrusion in because that's how natural human's mouth is. So we're gonna do extrude, and I'm gonna get my move tool and move it back a little bit. That's going to start to have the depth of the lips. Let's hit extrude again and move it back. Might be good from wireframe mode to see that. I'm going to start scaling it back a little bit. This one I need to kind of scale it up as well. So start to build like the inside of the lips, something like that. We don't want to pinch it through the skin. That'll work. All right, so let's extrude again. Go into wireframe mode, move it back. We can flatten it more now. And this is now going to be like the cavity of the mouth. Move it there. So we can start to see some of the depth of the mouth now. Widen it a little. There we go. Let's extrude a couple more times. We can come back and if we need an esophagus later, do that later. But we just want to build roughly the overall shape of the inside of the mouth. Come and zoom into the inside here. Manipulate some of the vertices a little bit so it's not so skewed. Out, move that in the center. Okay, we'll move this one out as well. And we'll balance these forms out a little bit more also. that'll be a good start. All right, let's go back to face mode, and we're going to extrude back again. This will be kind of like the back of the mouth. A little bit of a scale. We could even start to rotate it back for where the esophagus would come in. Let's do one more extrusion and just scale it in some. See if we can go in and just select faces in. There you go. All right, so that'll be a good start for the inside of the mouth. There are some other inside areas that we can go create or fix, like some of this kind of indented area a little more. Same thing there. But now we have a little bit of a cavity to start to work with here. So we can then start to define some of the lips a little more here. If we wanted to, we could take this edge loop around the corner of the lips, bevel that a little bit. We can do like a larger bevel, 0.8, 1.5. We got to be careful with that corner. See what's going on there? We'll do 0.8, and then we can move all the parts around independently. So like with the edge mode, and come in here and we'll keep that one, but we'll move this one out some more, starting to define the lip there. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit better of a lip form. You can take this one and kind of move that in a little bit. Nope. Same thing here. We can move that one in, and this one can come down a little bit. This one can come up some. Move that center vertex down and in. And this one can kind of move up a little bit for a little bit better lip position. So the idea is to kind of block out the mouth shapes. Now as you're modeling, you will have the hard surface edges here. We can come back and select the entire geometry and go to harden or soften edge. So under mesh display, soften edge. Okay. Where the neck meets the body, that will create a shading issue we can correct again later. But at least now we have some facial features of the mouth to start with. Like from the side view, we can come in vertex mode, start to kind of play around with some of these a little more. The upper lip can move up a little more. We'll kind of move these forward. The mouth would benefit from being, you know, upwards of a little higher in the face as well, something like that. Give more room for the chin to exist there. I can come in here with the vertices of the corners, kind of move them around a little bit more. Massaging some of the outer corners of the mouth and whatnot to get roughly the more of the shape that we're looking for. We can move some of this out some, move that up a little more. Do that. We can continue adding more and more loops here, so maybe that one and that one would benefit from coming down a little more. There we go, that's starting to look a little better there. The inside of the lip. Move some more vertices around. All right, so now we have a good starting point for the lips. We can continue to massage some of the individual points and whatnot. But what this is nice for is we can come in here with the insert edge loop tool. And if we need more loops, just add a couple more loops there or another loop or two here. That'll be really good. Even above the nose to around the body, we can come in here, this one right here, and add more loops to define the lower chin area as well. And put some more loops here going up the body. We're going to come back and add some more loops for the eyes and nose in the next video. But this video really discussed how to create more loops for the mouth area.